Are we doing it? Or?
Yeah, well, I was trying to do it, but I can't do a staring contest, so I wouldn't be able to sit here being quiet, looking at the camera with sex eyes. I'm just kidding. It's Nathan. Hey, happy summer. Hey, Alejandra, how you doing? Just kidding. Ophelia is joining us this week.
Yay!
We are thrilled. Watch out! I'm in a
totally convincing.
Yeah, I'm in a very energetic mood today. It's really weird. I don't even know why. I think it's because I stayed inside all weekend.
What did you do?
Did you have a Red Bull?
No, yeah. It's so funny too because I should be tired at this moment. But I woke up early today. Like, I went to a wedding. That's all I did all weekend. I went to a wedding. This morning, I got up, went to Martini's, did my last inventory and liquor order. Then I went straight to the center, worked, and then I just had maybe it's because I just had our first AIDS Walk area managers meeting. And so I'm all pumped up from that. Yeah, of course, this is the time of year I get all woo! And it's almost July, so it's almost Pride Month. And I think we should jump into the first topic. Right off the bat, and then we'll get to everybody what's going on.
All right.
Because it is Pride coming up, and it's July is the official Pride month, right?
I thought June was official Pride month.
Oh well, San Diego's official Pride month.
It's July.
It's July.
It's July,
which means it's the important.
We've always been the late bloomer anyhow.
We're the trendsetters. But when that's you're just supposed to hang up a flag and all that, and I'm thinking about hanging one up on my balcony across from an elementary school. That would be fun. Start up some controversy. Maybe we get on the news. But anyway, it was just announced today that Kelly Rowland has backed out of Pride. She was one of the headliners with Natasha Bedingfield. And so they replaced her with, what's his name? Alex Newell, who was on...
I love it. You answered everything I was going to say by, what's his name?
Yeah, okay. But it's Alex Newell, who I watched on the Glee Project.
I watched him too. I loved him.
I didn't watch the Glee Project, but I loved his character on the Glee show. It was... And now they made it seem like he's actually going to be one of the main characters for the next season. The way they led into it, and... he's got a great voice.
So what was his character on their show?
He was originally on Vocal Adrenaline, which is I guess you would say the bad guy team.
It's their big competitive team.
Their competitive team. But he becomes friends with a couple people on the regular Glee team, and in the very last episode, he's like, next year I might have to transfer schools.
Be on the new direction.
Because he's a cross-dresser, or a drag queen cross-dresser, or whatever.
On the show.
When he performs.
But on the Glee Project, he was this big character. He just had this personality that just shined. And he'd walk into the room and be the kind of guy that says, hello, instead of just hello.
But is he really as big as Kelly Rowland?
I don't even know who Kelly Rowland is.
Shut the fuck up.
Who's Kelly Rowland?
No, I mean, I love Kelly Rowland. I love her old songs and in Destiny's Child, but lately...
Oh, Destiny's Child.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I do love Kelly Rowland. I love the stuff she did, when she had that song with Nelly, but that was 10 years ago,
No, she just had a huge, last summer? It was the dance song of the summer that was the mix with the main...
Commander?
Oh, Commander, but that with the big DJ guys. She did that big breakout and she performed at the Miss USA pageant.
And so she has real songs that people know, or is this just a kid that half the people aren't even going to know who the hell he is? Right?
And I agree.
Even though I think he's cool.
I actually find it very... I have, of course, surprised. I have mixed reactions about this. But I'm
not surprised.
Yeah.
Not surprised at all.
But it's not
It's kind of like when you order a whore and she backed out Pride.
What? Anyway,
the only okay, here's my thing. The only reason that they were going to make money, Pride was going to make money and get people to the festival this year, is to have a big name. I think they had a big name. I think that if they looked at her and you looked at her history of all of the prides that she's backed out of, it was pretty freaking smart that they can go, oh, let's use her name. If she shows up, that would be good. If she backs out like she has in every other Pride, we'll get a less name.
Has she backed out?
Oh yeah, she's backed out of 4 other Prides.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, she's famous for backing out of Prides. Famous.
Wow.
So I think that they used her for her name. They got to get hype, and then they can get some cheaper nobody actor to come in and hopefully still get people to be there.
Well, I think this guy, I do think this guy could surprise, because he was just...
He is not going to pull in as many people as Kelly Rowland's name was, because people do not even know her name. People don't even know him.
But that's a given. He's not going to bring in as many people as Kelly Rowland.
But the name of Kelly Rowland was going to bring people in, and that's what they probably was betting on.
You want the whole Glee cast. That would be cool.
That would be good.
Well, that would not happen. Though.
No, and the thing is,
not in San Diego.
And he's not a regular on it, but he was this most past season, and I think there's a lot of gays that watch Glee, and I would be excited to see him, but I agree with you. I don't think he's a Kelly Rowland draw.
No.
Right.
But who are you supposed to get? I mean, at this late in the game.
Well, they don't have to get... they could get almost anyone and not pay that much and still make money.
When does the headliner perform?
That is what Pride is really caring about.
Does the headliner perform on the parade day or on Sunday?
Their headliner now is going to be Natasha
Bedingfield. I think was Friday or was Saturday already. I think Kelly Rowland was going to be Sunday.
No, I think it's opposite.
Is it switched?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm curious to see who's going to be Saturday night.
And then Neon Hitch is performing.
Who the
on
fuck
Friday.
is Neon Hitch?
They're in that song.
But that's Friday at the.
That's Friday at the
other thing.
At the block party.
Right.
Sing this song.
I'm not going to sing the song.
Yeah. So,
but it's a drag queen.
I'll play it for you.
Okay. So their lineup is Sandra Bernhard, who will be on Saturday. Oh, she's doing.
That's their headliner. That's huge.
I have an interesting story about that, but I don't know if I can talk about it on air.
Oh, do it.
Yes. No. Sandra is
closing thing on Saturday night.
Oh yeah. Oh. So her stand-up set will follow.
So he's
her
not closing. He's just the person who's
Sandra
there.
Sandra I might actually go to the festival. I go once every 3 years.
So they made her the closing act for Saturday, replacing Kelly Rowland. Winter Gordon is performing.
Well, Sandra Bernhard was already on there.
Yeah.
They just pushed her back to the closing.
Yeah, she was already on there. They didn't really push her name. She's been on the list for a while.
It's funny because I do know that she was in talks to be at another venue on Friday night too, as that gets backed out. Winter Gordon, Justin Utley will be performing. I don't know who that is. Natasha Bedingfield, which I'd probably go on Sunday to see her, as long as her brother's there. And that's about all I know.
I'm not going at all.
Why is that, Ophelia?
Although, I do seriously.
Are you going out still? Just not to.
I might go out. Well, I think I'm going to go out of town. Really, I think I'm going to go out of town because I really do. I really did think about putting a protest out. I do think that people should protest Pride. To give it back to the community, I think the community people should protest that it is not a moneymaker. It is about the community, and that when we have nonprofits that can't afford and need to take money out of their budget to pay to be a part of Pride, when Pride is about the organization, is shameful. I think that when they outsourced this year as much as they've outsourced, and that they've taken money away from the community only so they can eventually not give it back, but they will, I think is a problem. I think to start competing with other organizations that have given to the community more than Pride has given is shameful. I think that Pride is doing a lot of shame and it's becoming a commercial business. So I do think that gay people should protest. And what I really thought about doing is going, because to protest you got to go in a certain area. Mm-hmm. I think that it would speak volumes if there were some protesters that got alongside of the Christian people that protest Pride. No. Just to be gay. Just to be part of this community and stand up there with a protest that what they're doing is shameful. They're selling out the community.
Wait, so you think that gays should sit next to those people that hang out by Jack in the Box?
Absolutely.
And stand right next to them with these people calling us like sinners, we're going to hell, da-da-da. And you think the gays should also say, Pride, hey, you're doing a horrible job.
How is that going to make a difference? I mean, those people don't make a difference. I mean, how do you get your point across where it makes a difference?
That's the thing. They don't.
Because I do think that the money from Pride should help the organizations that are of this community.
But it doesn't.
I totally agree. But why doesn't it? And when did it stray from that? What can we do?
It's been going on for years.
What can we do to make a change?
Protest.
I don't
think that protesting helps.
Well, I don't think protesting on that is going to help because then you're actually separating like the gay community, and it's not supposed to be unity. And this is
right. And Pride has said that year and year and year again. They, when there used to be a Latina Pride and an Urban Pride and all of those other prides, Pride got together and said, "Hey, let's all come together under one big umbrella." And they did. And the following year, after they did that, they really highlighted the Latinos and the urban and the women and all of the different ethnicities in Pride. Since then, it's all dwindled down. But now, Latino Pride, according to the festival, is way down on the bottom, hidden in the back corner.
Their stage or whatever?
Their stage.
They call it the border.
Yeah. It's like way down. I mean, they have segregated. I mean, and they have outsourced everything.
No, I think that at the Pride Festival, they have tents that are designated for like your type of music. Like you have the Latin tent, you have the hip hop tent, you have the dance tent.
Youth tent.
No, there is no country western tent.
Oh, there used to be.
There isn't.
There isn't now?
Uh-uh.
Well, that was my favorite place to drink.
Because
they
went and said, if you guys want a country western tent, you've got to find a sponsor and put up the tent.
It's gonna be like Absolute Vodka or something like.
I mean, so they've outsourced everything.
I do know that Pride this year has reached, and I have always felt, as a person who worked in a bar, I always felt that Pride has affected our business because all the big parties that are going on has taken our business away.
Yeah.
But I do know that this year, Pride actually reached out to all the bar managers, bar owners, had a meeting and said, hey, we want to get these bars back involved, we don't want to affect
the bars have been much more into it this year than they have in the past couple years, at least since I've been.
But what are they doing?
Area. But at least obviously the Pride people are coming into the bars and promoting and stuff like that. But then because something is going to profit Pride by that.
Yeah. Pride is not doing anything anymore unless they're going to make money.
No, I don't think so, because they had a special meeting with all the bar
why
owners.
not on Friday when they put up that flag,
right?
That it's for the community and yada yada yada, and it's a block party.
Yeah.
It's after San Francisco. I mean, San Francisco has the pink party. I don't pay for that when I went to that. Have a block party, celebrate that they want to raise this flag, that they've raised all the money, and celebrate the community.
Is the block party free?
No, it's $15.
To go to the flag raising?
Yes.
Well, no, because they're having a dance area on Normal Street, but I don't know if that's I don't think that's coordinated by Pride. That I believe is coordinated by some bar people and media people.
So who is Pride? Does it have anything to do with Gay and Lesbian Center?
No. It's its own nonprofit organization.
And how did they end up getting that? Right, are they the ones that started Pride and then they got a nonprofit tax ID?
It happened years ago, but to get a nonprofit status, you actually have to be raising money and giving it back to the community. Right. Somehow it's giving back. So they are actually throughout the year donating money, and what you're saying, it's not a large, vast amount of money.
You cannot even get their financials on their website.
Interesting.
Sure is. And the last couple board meetings that I tried to go to,
they didn't let you in.
They closed the board meetings.
No, I think they're open to the public. I think they're open.
No, you can close a board meeting. You can go in and listen to a little bit. When it comes to business, you can absolutely close a board meeting.
Oh yeah, I know that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
that's what they do. They start. Anyone have anything to say from the public? Okay, we're going to close session.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. They're the most untransformed organization.
See, in nonprofits, so the people that lead the nonprofit, aren't their
board of directors?
Aren't their salaries public?
Well, the staff, the board members are not paid, but the staff is paid.
Right.
Right.
So you can see what they're making, and you should be able to see where the money's going.
You should be able to see.
But what you're thinking is that they could be making more money for the community.
No.
For other people.
I think that they are about making money. I think that they are not about. I'm going to go back to this outsourcing, because I think this outsourcing is the most shameful thing, other than.
And what she's saying is because this year Pride is outsourcing and someone is running the
water. They're outsourcing
the water, the alcohol sales, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which up until this year was always part of organizations.
It's all volunteers and stuff.
Right.
Well, they should be hitting up people for free kegs of beer and free this and that.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, they make $280,000 in alcohol sales.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And that's obviously where the money is, but the way that it has worked in the past is you'll have organizations that will work like a beer tent or something like that, and they get a portion of those proceeds.
And people volunteer their time that are pouring the beer.
And instead you're paying it, now you're just paying the salaries of people who aren't part of the community.
Right.
You're making a paycheck for someone that's not part of the
Exactly.
I will say that, I mean, I am personally excited about this year's Pride. I still, no matter what, everyone has their opinions on it, like business-wise. I still look at it as it brings a community together, and it brings a whole, like, it's a very big, it brings in so many tourists to San Diego for our economy wise, but more importantly to me, it's like I feel pride. Like, I honestly right now, I feel pride is coming. Like, I feel
fun.
pride.
It's a celebration.
There's an energy
an energy.
There's an energy that starts happening, and the business aspect of it, hopefully it'll
But what are we proud for?
I'm proud of who I fucking am, and you know what? And that's the time where I'm around like thousands of other people that
I mean,
it's
really,
like I'm celebrating the fight.
But my thing with pride is, what is pride? I mean, did they educate? Are they saying why we're proud?
No,
am I proud?
We are proud for our own reasons.
We educate and we fight throughout the year on the different props, the different initiatives that we want to do, and like Pride Weekend is that time where all these people come together that have worked so fucking
And we
hard,
charge
and they're
the
celebrating.
fuck out of them.
Ophelia, I'm proud to live in
You
this
don't
city.
have to go to the festival.
Coming from Kansas City to San Diego, it's such a huge difference in just being accepted as a gay person. Being gay doesn't affect me at all.
Right.
I live my life, I work in the business world. I'm not the least bit affected at all by being gay. In Kansas, it would be an issue.
Yeah.
There would be issues there.
And I think that I'm not saying, okay, and I said this the other day, pride I think is important.
Right.
I do think that pride is important. And I think that pride is important to youth, to learn about the history and why we are proud. That's what I think pride should be. I think that pride should be a celebration of the nonprofits that spend countless hours and thousands and thousands of dollars a year all year long to take care of us. Do I think that it's right and that we should be proud, and that pride should be proud of the fact that they're charging nonprofits to be in the parade?
I feel like those guys should be grandfathered into.
Right, but they're not. They're not.
Anyone that's charitable to this community.
So I think that absolutely pride should be a celebration. And if there was something, I mean, I went to like a zillion prides.
Yeah.
But the best prides I ever went to were the smaller ones where they celebrated the community. When Chris Shaw had them down in his parking lot of his bars, and all of the communities were celebrating. And then you went there and you saw your friends. When it was in the parking lot of Balboa Hospital, when it was not a moneymaker, but it was where everyone came together and you celebrated. That's what pride should be. It should not be about making money. It should not be about all of that. It should be about, and if we're going to make money, and if we're going to do something, then have the non-profit organizations be prevalent at Pride. Because the first, booth that you walk through is a swap meet.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just true. I work in a booth every Pride.
I mean, if I were to swap meet, I'll go to Spring Valley.
And I do want to say, we're going to take a break, but I do want to say, and I learned this recently, is that with Pride, there's a whole generation that we're all forgetting too, and it's our senior citizens, because they paved the way for us. So remember this year's Pride to remember your senior citizens. So we're going to take a break. So anyway, what I was saying about Pride was... I'm totally kidding.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys have all noticed, but I think Julian is getting a little bit more buff out.
I actually noticed that earlier.
He's getting tan.
He is getting tan. He is getting all sorts of muscles.
So tan...
Because you know what, he used to all cover up. When he started here, he used to wear long sleeve shirts, and now we got him.
Julian is the fabulous bartender here at the Brass Rail.
Now he's all in his tank tops.
So y'all make sure and come see him. He's here on Monday nights, Saturday nights, and what other nights?
Fridays, Mondays, Saturdays when we're open on Thursdays.
So yeah, he's getting all very summery like Ophelia with her little fruit cocktail.
You guys can't see my hot friend Dre over there either. You can go visit her at Tiger.
Have you guys started your summer off with anything exciting?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Hey, lady.
I went to the Indigo Girls concert, which sounds
that is like
so
Pride.
monotonous. It's just
Did they perform?
That's like Lady Pride.
It was so much freaking fun. I went last year too. But it's like you don't even care what they're singing. It's just like it's a giant lesbian festival. It's like San Diego
Do they have
Dinah
section
Shore.
in the alley? I mean,
They
Like if it was a gay, if it was
Like
like
the
a gay thing,
lesbians?
yeah, if it was a gay thing, it was a boy concert, their dicks would be out. I mean, there would be all sorts of stuff. Does that happen at the lesbian?
not as frequently, but
Damn it.
everyone misbehaves.
So they're not
somewhat.
pulling out, they're not pulling out their penises.
Although I had a wild night, but not a
But do they find bushes and all that? Guys go
Oh my God, no! It's Humphreys. It was a very nice,
Kind of
family-friendly
inappropriate.
venue.
Excuse the pun. Do they find bushes?
Oh my gosh.
The best part of the whole thing
Let's go
was
bush hunting.
after the concert.
You were like, okay.
After the concert's over, they have the backstage bar there at Humphreys, and they had a couple of lesbian bands playing, and it was just a blast. So we were there till 2. We're hammered, and then we ended up sleeping on my friend's boat, who lives in Humphreys Harbor, because I was wasted. I knew he wasn't on his boat because he was on vacation. So we broke into Humphreys Harbor because I didn't have to get a key to get in. And my friend's climbing over the gate. This lady comes out and says, "I'm calling the police on violation number ABCD23, you know?"
Yeah.
And my friend says, "Why are you such a C word?" And I was like, "Oh my God." And so we got in, we slept on the yacht, and it was so much fun. And then everyone's coming up saying, "Who's on Jeff's yacht?" You know, so anyhow, we had a boat party.
Nice.
Stayed up till 4 a.m.
Okay,
That's how I
I'm
kicked
more
off my
curious
summer.
about how you got around the fact that you had broken in on the boat and all these neighbors were complaining. How did you get out of that, saying like that they didn't call the cops and all that?
Because we said
I wanna learn.
go ahead.
Oh,
Said go ahead.
well, you were drunk, weren't you?
Call them.
So that kicked off. That's kicked off your summer.
That
That's
kicked
your
off
What day was
my
that?
summer. It was last weekend. Last weekend. Yeah. Super fun. I guess that's my summer kickoff. Yeah.
Have you kicked off any like?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the river.
Exciting group.
I guess
on the wild side.
I was going to the river. That was kind of the
that
summer
was your-
kickoff.
What
I was
river did you go
drunk
to?
for a week.
Because I heard you were out there, but because I was out there the same weekend you were.
Your voice.
Yeah, I was on
Lacrosse.
I was in Blythe.
Oh, I was over at Fisher's.
Cross?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where the real river is. Not that.
And then it sounds like you lacrosse.
Lacrosse? You play lacrosse?
No, I don't play. My nephew
Oh.
plays lacrosse,
Oh.
and there was a
You were
lacrosse
yelling.
tournament, and I was screaming at them, screaming. 2 days.
How'd they do?
They won, so it was good. But I have to tell you, I felt a little bit like I kept praying, like, please forgive me for my nasty thoughts of, pedophilism.
Oh my God.
There.
How old is your nephew first?
Okay, but I wasn't looking at my nephew. But I mean, this tournament was like mainly high school and kids.
Sometimes
They did not look like that when I was in high school. They did not.
Genetically modified food.
There was this one guy, and I swear, he had to. I don't even think he was old enough to drive. I really don't.
Oh my God, you're even old enough to be their dad.
I know. And
Or grandfather.
Or mom.
my friend that I was sitting with, he kept like, "You've got to stop staring." I'm like, he is perfect. I mean, like, her.
Watch what you say, girl.
And they're like, well, maybe he doesn't have a brain. I mean, because I'm like, there's got to be something wrong with him. And there's like, well, maybe he's stupid. I go, but he is so perfect that he can be stupid. He could be the stupidest man in the
You're on
world.
fire today.
And he could and people would just do whatever they wanted for him. I know if he walked up to me and said, do something, I'd be like, okay. He was hot.
This is one of the players.
Yes.
Oh my
Go
God.
He
have
was
milkshakes.
hot.
Oh
Oh my God. I mean, I was like, oh, it was
I feel
amazing.
uncomfortable. But now, if you think
I did feel a little uncomfortable because it was kind of weird. But I wasn't looking at him like sexual. Like I wasn't going to go home and play with myself inappropriately. But I was thinking, it's like
It's true.
Where like
Your kids do. They grow up quicker now than when we were kids. There's no way. When I was in high
'cause they
school,
dress differently,
Oh, my
too.
dad
That's
wouldn't even
what-
let me wear colored tights. I had to put them on in the car when my brother was driving me to school.
what's the youngest? Like, have you guys all dated younger people? Like, what's the youngest?
1 year younger.
Really? Well, you're like 21.
how old are you?
It's a big difference.
23. But the youngest I was ever dated 1 year younger, and I've gone like 6 years older.
Oh, that's not bad. What?
I always go older. I've slept with younger, but I would dated older.
How much older?
My most was 16 years older.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think the most older I've dated was 8 years older, and younger was 12 years younger.
Wow. Hey, mama.
I'm in my 40s, you know. But now, yeah, older's a lot older, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay younger. I don't know. I'm an equal opportunity.
I find myself, like, lately, it's really bizarre. Like, I have two different types of guys, I've noticed. And this might be, I think I'm going through, like, this midlife crisis thing. But I find myself lately, like, being, like, I'll look at these younger guys, like, in their early 20s, because, I mean, I'm only in my early 30s. Mm-hmm. So I'll look at them, and I'm thinking, like, oh, yeah, that's hot. But I've always dated older guys.
Well, you should have been at the lacrosse tournament.
No,
you would have been like, oh, my God.
I would feel guilty for being there. But that would be a moment where I'd actually be looking at their dads, probably.
No. I was looking at their dress. I was looking at mini dads. Mini dads, too.
Type that you like? Like a certain...
Oh, I'm so all over the board. It doesn't even matter,
Breathing and have an income. That's my type.
Like, I don't really have a type, but every now and then, I like kind of butch girls every now and then. But then you'll end up looking at someone thinking they're a cute little butch girl, and then there's a little boy. Oh my God, it's like a little boy.
Right? Oh, no, I've actually
Justin Bieber.
No joke, my friend Joey and I have had this discussion numerous times because we'll be in a bar and we'll be looking at someone from across the bar and we will think that the boy is the hottest thing in the world. Come to find out, it's a lesbian.
Justin Bieber lesbian.
It's a Justin Bieber lesbian, and you're like, fuck, shit.
And they're
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I don't do that type anyway, so.
I would actually probably have sex with one.
For like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, 10 minutes.
No, I don't know.
I went to the gay day, the unofficial gay day at the fair last weekend.
Oh, you did?
Oh, was that last weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, did you went?
I did.
I thought I saw you in a picture.
I was in several pictures.
How was it? Was it fun?
It was fun. I mean, it wasn't
your crowd.
Did everyone wear?
No, it really wasn't my crowd.
What do they do for?
Well, some of the people there, yes, but not.
Did
the people
everyone
that
wear like a certain color shirt like they do at
You were
Disneyland?
supposed to wear neon, and only one person showed up with neon.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't look at the neon in the 80s, and I wasn't going to look at it now.
It's in right now, though. It's a fashion thing right now.
If you're going into like a club with a black light, but like...
No.
It really is the thing right now.
Yeah, it is. Black is my thing.
Hello.
Black and moo-moos.
Who coordinated that? That actually needs to be a thing. It's like Del Mar needs to do.
Oh, it should totally be.
Well, and this year for the first time,
I didn't even
it's
know about
the
it.
second one. I think it's the second one. And actually, the fair, it's not the Del Mar Fair anymore, it's the San Diego Fair.
County Fair.
They contacted him, and right off the top of my head, I can't remember his name. Do you remember that guy's name, Aaron? He's the DJ at Rich's.
Are you talking about Will?
Yeah, I think it's Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one that organized it. And they actually contacted him, and they had representatives from the fair come and meet everyone at the front gate and gave them pins and all sorts of stuff. And, so I think that next year it could become official.
Yeah, I didn't even, in all honesty, and he's actually a Facebook friend of mine, and I had no idea that went on.
If they did it like the week before, even like closer to Pride, like the week before Pride or something like that.
But the fair isn't going on.
Oh, no, the fair only goes till the
4th.
The 4th.
Yeah.
I would totally do that.
But the other part is, he did it on Father's Day this year, which was really not a great day.
No.
I mean, I didn't mind because there was some hot.
What was your favorite fried food that you had there?
I didn't have any fried food.
What? I don't believe
This girl's been looking good.
Yeah, I'm like serious. I'm like, well, I made a bet with my friend Jeff S. from Wisconsin. About that who could lose 20 pounds the fastest, and so I don't like to lose. I'm very competitive.
Oh my god.
So like, do what?
What is the wager?
That's not important. We're not discussing that.
Details.
Oh no!
We don't want to bore you.
Not important. Yeah. So I've been going to the gym and I've been working.
Good for you, because you quit smoking too.
I quit smoking.
After how long?
Oh,
a long time. That's pretty.
I think I started smoking when I was 16.
And you haven't quit before?
Once for 1 year. But that's because someone bet me. Anthony Block.
You do good on that.
That's the way to do it, huh? I'm gonna bet you something.
He bet me $1,000 because I am fiercely competitive. So he bet me $1,000 that I couldn't for.
What if someone bet you that you wouldn't go to the Pride Festival this year?
They would win.
Let's make our own bets on whether or not she really goes.
No. I really will not go to the festival. I probably would get arrested if I went to the festival.
That's really good. Maybe someone should place a bet with me, because I need to quit smoking. Huh?
You know what? I feel so much better now that I.
Yeah. How long's it been?
About January 20th was my last.
And you did a cold turkey.
When I'm Butyrate. I did Butyrate.
I tried that. That fucked me.
I loved everything about Will. I loved
Really?
everything about it. Yeah. I could have totally, loved everything.
Addiction that you want to give up?
An addiction that I want to give up?
We all have addictions.
Drinking water.
We all have addictions. I know.
I guess
drinking
the only kind of addiction I have is I buy an obscene amount of DVDs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what Netflix is for.
Yeah.
I have Netflix now and everything like that, but like that's just like I love going to like FYE or like Sam Goody, like the
Sam Goody is still
Do you have
around.
to like drive 20 miles to
there's
find
one downtown.
And Corn Plaza.
Yeah.
I thought they were gone.
Oh no, it's still there, but they sell like they've got like the used DVDs or whatever, and they're all in like really good quality, but you can get them for like really cheap, and you find like random movies that you like can't find anywhere else anymore unless you like order them online. So I'll go and buy like 8 at a time or something
Really?
like that. Yeah, and spend like $40, but at the same time, you're buying new movies, you're gonna get 2 for $40. So
And what do you do with all of them?
I watch them.
Once.
No, I watch my DVDs all
Do
the
you
time. Like,
keep
I've got a giant case, alphabetized and everything like that.
You are
like,
straight. Except the fact he's not throwing in that they're all romantic comedies.
There's no westerns. That's the only thing that you won't find.
But there are romantic comedies for the ladies.
A couple.
For the ladies.
Like Down with Love, I've got that one.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
is
hard.
Down
The one with Ewan McGregor, and
Is that the one where they show frontal nudity?
I don't think so.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, but it's like a PG-13 movie, so I highly doubt it.
No, there's a movie that he's all full frontal. I'm not even kidding you, and it's pretty fucking hot.
What's your addiction?
Oh God, it's meant to be a whole nother show. Birkenstocks.
Oh, that's not an addiction.
good
I love
one.
I broke the addiction. I went to the Birkenstock store and I left without Birkenstocks. I got a different kind of shoe, a lady's shoe.
A lady shoe.
Want to see it? That's my new shoe.
See my lady shoe?
Yeah, she finally got rid of the Birkenstocks,
See, my
which is
lady-
fabulous.
No, I didn't get rid of the
Absolutely
Birkenstocks.
fabulous.
Birkenstocks are not going away. I
Yeah,
just
I love my
dipped into another pot. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay, we're gonna take.
What's yours?
Oh, what is
Yeah.
mine?
Come on.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
Anything
And
else?
I actually do think though I will be able to kick this habit here shortly. Because with me opening up time, I actually am already getting in the mind frame of I actually have time to go work out. Or-
You know what? Somebody told me the best thing, which actually I did do when I quit smoking. But to this day, he says that he is not a non-smoker. He just hasn't had a cigarette.
I do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he's not.
makes sense.
He's like, I'm not a non-smoker. I didn't quit smoking. I just haven't had a cigarette.
Yeah,
And
that
I
makes
do
sense.
that.
And the way I am too, I'll probably drink one night and go be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. So, blah, 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 blah. So we're gonna take a break and we'll be back.
Okay, so
This.
I think you were going to be like Ann Curry. So
Yeah. Speaking of Ann Curry, no, she got. Did she get fired?
she got fired.
She got fired, and I watched on the View. Do you know who Ann Curry is? Oh God, you're not up that early.
Yeah, clearly.
you wake up.
I'm
at
like
noon.
going to sleep.
Ann Curry is an anchor for you know who. Ann
The
Curry
Today Show.
Today's Show? Oh,
Okay. Oh, yeah, I do
I
know
thought she was
that.
Good Morning America.
No,
Yeah.
no, she got fired because Good Morning America is. The numbers are way up.
Oh.
For the first time in like 20 years.
Yeah, they just. Yeah, they
Today
just
Show's
got
with
that,
Matt
yeah.
Lauer and Al Roker, right?
That's with the Today Show with Ann
That's
Curry.
But I can say Saturday night when I was home, I watched the Daytime Emmy Awards, and the Today Show actually won. And I guess they haven't won an Emmy in forever, which is very funny at this time when Ann Curry has been fired. And I
Because
guess
of ratings.
And this is her last week.
It's kind of like the Nickies. All of those award ceremonies are like the Nicki Awards.
Fixed.
And so I was watching The View today.
What was that? I didn't read
And
that.
she didn't even, like, she hasn't this being her last week, she hasn't even addressed it on air, but she apparently is getting a $40 million severance, because she had a contract that was supposed to go for, like, or 10, I don't know, 40, 10.
Everyone's like,
It's in the millions.
I mean, it's really like, it's a lot of money.
10 million to me would be like 40 million.
I want some Ann Curry money. That
Yeah,
sounds great.
but she hasn't said anything. And
are you getting a severance from Martinis when you're leaving?
right? No, but I'm just making sure that everything's all ready.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not opposed to it. No, because they didn't fire me, bitch. Well, that you know of. No, they didn't. But yeah, Ann Curry's leaving, and Are you devastated? Are you gonna stop watching?
I don't. I usually watch Good Morning America.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the one with Gayle King?
No, that's CBS.
Oh, man, all these morning.
It's the one with.
Morning shows where you walk around and make your coffee and have breakfast.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's the one with. Oh God, I want to say Robin Givens, but it's not Robin Givens.
It's she had cancer.
Yeah, and now the cancer's back. She has a blood. Robin Rod. Yes.
She had cancer is back.
But she has a blood thing that was caused from the cancer. So, and it's with George Stephanopoulos, which is just the cutest little guy.
Yeah, but he's been around for.
No, she doesn't have MS. She goes. No, that's
MS is Jack Osborne.
Yeah, Jack Osborne.
It's exactly what Jack Osborne.
She has the blood thing. I cried with her last week when she announced it.
Oh my God.
She was crying. I was crying. George Stephanopoulos was crying.
She blotted. I blotted.
It was very sad.
Oh no. Okay, so a survey just came out.
I love surveys.
Yeah, I found this very interesting. Some unfaithful people were surveyed.
Oh.
And
Some what?
unfaithful people.
Oh, cheaters.
People
Oh, interesting. So cheaters were surveyed, and in the survey, 5% of the women have said that they were actually caught cheating. 17% of men said that they were caught cheating. The twist on this story is that a psychiatrist, I still don't know the difference, says that it's all because women are better liars.
Oh, come on.
I think
Is a psychiatrist a man?
I don't know.
I think that there is a difference between lying and being.
We're talking about cheating, remember?
I am. Well, I am. No. But I mean, if you really think about it, women are a little bit smarter in covering the tracks. So I don't think that they're better liars. I think that they are better at.
I think they're more perceptive. Like they kind of know what's going on. They know.
They're better planners. That's what I'm trying to say. They're much better planners. So if they're going to cheat, they're going to plan it out. They're going to have a backup. They're going to have a B.
Which would make you a better liar because you're actually thinking the thought process.
Makes you a better planner.
But I can't deny that women are probably better planners, like for the most part, like on just like a generalization, because obviously there's still going to be a case-to-case basis.
I don't think that's necessarily true. There are a lot of gay men who are very good planners.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a case-to-case basis and everything like that.
Oh my God, Aaron wants us to answer the most horrible question.
But I mean,
that makes me want to hear it even more.
But it's really like
I'll answer it.
Like lying and stuff like that there's so many different things to do in those scenarios, like, and I
think that men are always, especially in that kind of situation, are always perceived to be, or even like in a gay relationship, I think that the really grr man is always perceived to be the asshole, and that these sweet little innocent women or men aren't the ones that you would actually accuse. Like me. Well, people never think I would cheat on a person.
Also, I think
I probably wouldn't, but
probably wouldn't.
The difference, like with being caught and stuff like that, like I feel like for the most part, women are looking for it. Like they're looking to try to see, like, is my guy cheating on me or whatever, like searching for it, whereas guys are just kind of like, meh.
Women show their insecurities more than guys tend to.
Like girls look through guys.
As you look at her.
I'm like, am I being sexist right now?
But I mean, like girls look through guys' phones and like log onto their email stuff like that. Like,
this is too. It just depends.
I've never done this, and every single one of my girlfriends has done this to me.
Do you not think?
Then what are you doing that's making them do that?
He's such a ladies' man.
Yeah.
But see, I think too, because that's how I am too. Like I'm the same. I do not snoop. I'm not
you could
snooper.
leave your phone could be sitting next to me and going off, and I'm not gonna. Like,
I don't care. I don't care.
I think it depends on your age. At this point in my life, I'm like, you either like me or you don't.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, if you don't, I'll move on.
Are you a snooper?
That's super true.
I'm not a snooper now.
But you're single now.
Yeah, but when I was with somebody, like for 4.5 years, I was at the end of it a snooper because I knew he was cheating. He was cheating like beyond belief. But I'm not a snooper. I'm a very
I just don't care.
I think it depends too on like your independence and like how comfortable you are with yourself. Because I'm exactly what you're saying.
Happy being single.
I'm not necessarily happy being single, but I'm just just like, what? Like, do you take me as I am? And
So like Aaron asked, have you ever cheated in a relationship?
When I was younger, I did, but I was with a guy for a long time, and I cheated with a woman. I'm not saying that that's acceptable, but I was young and I was learning, and the funny part about the whole story is that turns out years down the road, I find out he was cheating too, and I always thought I was the big asshole. No.
With a guy, that would have been so much good.
We lived in the Virgin Islands together, and he was cheating with this girl that I ended up knowing in San Diego, and we ended up, me and the girl, making out at the Flame one night, the smoking lounge, and making out, and she's like, oh my God, you lived in the Virgin Islands? Who was your favorite bartender at da-da-da? You know, do you know this guy? I was like, yeah, he was my boyfriend for 6 years. She's like, no, I went out there, we fell in love.
Oh, no.
She actually came to Kansas City. I moved back to Kansas City, and he stayed in the Virgin Islands, and I traveled through Europe for 6 months. He had moved back, and he was living in the house. And when he was living there, she came and surprised him unannounced. He was Robin Hood at the Renaissance Festival, and she surprised him, and they stayed in my house, in my bed, for 3 months while I was traveling through Europe. And I didn't know any of this until years later. So then I thought, oh, absolved.
Yeah, that is
absolved. We all make mistakes. You know, I wasn't trying to be a bad guy. I was younger.
So you have cheated. Okay, yeah. That was the moral of that story. You're a cheater. Next time you know, we're going to see you on Cheaters.
Would anyone like my phone number?
Dustin?
Yes.
Single.
How many times, Dustin? Because you said that very confident.
Twice? Well,
Did you get caught?
Two different girlfriends. I guess more than twice, but
Did you get caught?
no.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they know about it. I've told them, like I told them later on, like I confessed to it, but
Why were you doing it?
Just gonna ask that.
well, okay. One of them was ended up being a serious relationship, but we were dating for like 2 months already, and she was like wanted to take it super slow, like we hadn't even kissed yet.
Oh.
And it's like 2 months into a relationship, and I'm like, you know, like
I got needs.
I was like, I don't see this going any. Like, I just really thought it was going to be like a very short-term relationship, and I went to like the movies with like one of my friends, and she took my phone or whatever, and I reached across her to grab it, and she kissed me, and I'm like, whatever.
On that.
Let's go back to my room for a little boom boom.
It's been a long
This was a
time.
good movie.
But see, when I've cheated, all I've ever done is make out with someone.
Now is that really cheating?
Yeah, because suddenly everyone's rethinking.
That is cheating.
Now where do you
It
draw?
wasn't like
where do you draw
a
the
kiss.
line?
Like it was like, I mean, it was like it was a long make out and stuff like that, and like, I mean, like hands and stuff like that. But there was never sex or anything like that.
It was like camp.
I do feel it. Have you cheated?
Yes.
Okay. I've never cheated. I've never cheated. Ever cheated.
In any capacity.
I also when I believe in karma,
and it's happened to me. So, but I do believe I'm very slow in the sense of like getting into a relationship. So therefore, I'm not cheating because I'm not committed to that person. So
That's called excuses.
no. I take my time to make sure I'm with that person.
No, I developed.
It's a loophole.
It's a total loophole.
You can
But
develop
it-
your own
So,
form of non-cheating.
so while we're talking about relationships, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you guys. No, you go first.
No, you go first.
Oh, thanks, Ophelia. So, do you think?
Anyway, so what I was saying is,
Like, he said she's kidding with Ophelia. So, do you think women or men are more? Do you think women are? I forgot the question.
women are more insecure.
Do you think women are more?
No, that wasn't the question.
No, that was another.
Do you think women are more jealous and insecure than men are?
Oh, I guess it was like.
I do.
You think that women are more jealous and insecure?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm just going off my own experiences and everything like that. Because I've never been a jealous person and anything like that. And all the girls I have dated are extremely jealous. And
I think there's something with you.
must be
You are
attracted
pulling
to
in the
that.
wrong type of girl.
I think that guys are more insecure than, because I think that, okay, no, just follow this for 2 seconds. If guys were not so insecure, I don't think that they would cheat as much, but I think that they get validated. I think the guys are validated when someone comes onto them. So I would feel insecure for that.
I think it's just a perception, and it's just an idea of what a relationship is. And I think men just generally like to mess around more than women do. I think women are more committed relationships.
I think that's going with putting the stereotype on men.
I'm totally stereotyping.
Just like the question, I think, is stereotyping women.
Yeah.
But it could go. Just saying, it could go either way.
Yeah, every person's gonna be different.
Depends on the person, the scenario, the relationship.
In your experiences as a person who has dated men and women, have you experienced it with both sexes, like the whole jealousy and the...
Well, I haven't dated a man since the early 90s, but yeah, but when I was dating men, I was more jealous because I was younger.
Oh.
I didn't know better. I came from a really screwed up family. Sorry, Dad.
I think everyone comes from a screwed up family.
I had to untrain myself and relearn how to...
You what?
Yeah, I like my family.
I love your family, but come on. They're skeletons.
And it's interesting, too, because the audience apparently has said... Hey, pay attention. The audience has said no, that women are not
more insecure and jealous.
Yeah, when the majority of the audience are gays. So I'm just
are you guys talking about me? I'm just
and they're women. So then my other question is, do you think this was my question on relationships? Do you think that that there are people that are relationship orientated and then there are people that are not?
Yes.
Absolutely yes.
So then what would you think you are?
That's actually tricky because what I would like to believe I am is a relationship person and wants like the family, the kids, but from my lifestyle, and like I'm from a family of my parents have been married for over 40 years.
Wow.
But I feel that as much as I want it, at the same time I don't do anything to get it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't. So maybe I really am supposed to be a single because I'm completely happy. Like I am happy. Yeah.
I'm totally happy. It took a while. Like there was a time where I was like, I'm alone, so lonely.
Yeah.
But I'm really not now. I now kind of consider myself a perpetual single, and I enjoy my time. I'm busy. I have a great job. I do fun things, and I really enjoy my time and my friends and dating people. And I'm open to it. If there was the right person and it felt like that's where it was going, I would totally experience that, and I'd be ready for that again. But I'm fine with it the way it is now.
And
it took a while to get there.
It's weird too, because like now that you're saying, I just had this conversation too, because I like the way my lifestyle has been for the past 8 years is that I work nights and I work days, so I've lived that lifestyle of a single person, and I think now I'm like, whoa, I actually have nights free, so I may actually be able to date somebody. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, and we're all single, right?
Wait, back to me. That's really interesting because
let's talk.
Like I said,
Sorry guys.
I worked in restaurants my whole life, so it was the same thing. I always worked nights, and so you either dated someone in the same industry, or in the same restaurant, which was a nightmare.
Oh wow! I've never done that.
Since October, I've been making my own schedule and my own thing. So yeah, it does open up a lot of possibilities for
I do think that your industry that you work in makes a difference.
Yep.
And you work in a gay bar, so that's even harder.
I guess with the whole
complete women base.
I guess with the whole single relationship thing, or what kind of I think I've recently changed from being more. I mean, I've always wanted a family and everything like that. It's always what I've strived for. But I know obviously since I've cheated and stuff like that in the past, I was never I wasn't meant to be in a relationship during those times. But I think I've recently during my past 2 years of being single or whatever, I finally recently realized that I'm ready to get into a serious relationship and everything like that again.
I think you just haven't found the right one. That's why you cheated.
My thing is that I have created.
I'm being honest. Call me Dr. Johnson. As I flip my head.
Okay. I think that when I am in a relationship, I'm great in a relationship. But with that being said, I'm super not easy to get to know. I'm super guarded. And I think that a lot of that has to do, we've talked about this on our show, I think that a lot of it has to do that I've created a persona that has been around longer than it hasn't been around. Ophelia has been around longer than she has not been around now.
Ow.
Ow.
So
You can hide.
How many years is that?
You can hide behind her.
yeah, it's like 4 years.
It's
It's not that I can hide behind her. I can't hide behind her, but so I think that there is a perception of me which is totally different than who I am.
I don't know you as
get that.
I don't know you as anything other than Ophelia.
Right, and there's a lot of people that
Ricky.
right, and so I think that for me, I'm very guarded because when I meet someone, it takes a very long time before I can realize, are you wanting to know me?
Right. Or
For Ophelia, because I cannot tell you how many people that have wanted to be my friends, to go to the parties, to get into the bars, to not wait in line, to yada yada yada.
Oh, I see.
And then once they've
Can I be your
created,
friend?
yeah, sure.
Sounds
And
like
once
fun.
they've gotten into that circle, the phone doesn't ring as much. I start seeing them at the party. Like they start creating this. So I don't think that. Like I'm much more guarded now on who I let in.
Interesting.
So I think that because of that, I have made it much.
That's an interesting, that's a whole nother take on the way of being guarded, how I'm guarded from people. It's but I get that. When you're in a certain power position.
About personality.
A personality position. Yeah, people will take advantage of you. So, do we need to take a break? Oh, we're wrapping up.
Because this has been a 2-hour show.
It's been a good show, though. I've enjoyed talking.
Good.
This is good. So we'll go on. Do we have a producer question? So producer question.
Wow.
Would you film?
You have to stop writing in red. I can't.
Do you
read
have
that.
to?
Can I have 24 hours to think
do we
about
have
that?
to pay $50,000?
Okay, first off, what I want to say is, who does tape anymore?
Oh Jesus! What does it say?
It says, would you film a sex tape for $50,000?
Yes.
No, wait, don't you want to know the details first, Ian?
Are there details?
No, I mean if it's
Who's writing the script?
if it's a personal sex tape or something like that, I've done it. So
Yeah.
yes.
I would do it, but I'd be dressed as Ophelia.
And I was going to say, I've been in several sex tapes, none of which I've had sex doing.
Well, and it's not. He's not saying that it's published. So
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
not like.
Ian, can you read?
I would not, no. No.
I'm kind of like that. I'm like a Gemini. I'm just. Wait, I gotta think about my words right now because I almost just said something. No, I wouldn't be.
Are you an exhibitionist? Do you like people to watch you?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Oh no.
No, I'm a very open-minded person.
Can you take a shit in public?
No.
Can
No. I would
you
never.
mean in a bar?
Yeah.
Would you
Like if
ever
there's-
take one in the bathroom?
Now, is there another stall in the bathroom?
No,
Where you would-
I won't in a public restroom
won't.
anywhere.
No.
I don't
No,
either.
Anywhere. It's
I don't either.
disgusting. At my house,
No.
nowhere else.
Or I go somewhere
I
very
won't go
private.
camping. My friends got all mad at me. They went camping. They're like, you want to go? I'm like, no. Not
So they're
holding
like,
it for 3 days.
Are you kidding me?
I went to surf camp as a kid, and it was a week-long surf camp, and went 4 days.
Shut. Now that's a little drastic.
I literally did that.
I'm not that bad, but I'm not that bad.
No.
I mean, but I really do have to go. But when I go out to the river with everyone, I'm always the very last one out because I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys out there. Bye bye, get out. And then I will go to the bathroom. No one can be around though.
My favorite thing to do is to go in a bathroom that has 4 or 5 stalls if there's a friend in there and just sit down and go, ugh.
Good enough.
Walk out, act like
Well, we know who the lady on there is.
Well, because I think that if you let someone watch you have sex,
none of us
then
are
you
having
can
sex,
Go to the
I don't-
bathroom in public.
I will not. No.
180 degrees.
Yeah, it completely. We're gonna go on to events. What's coming up? Oh,
Glitter Cup.
Oh, that's coming up.
what?
Glitter Cup Disco is this Friday here at the Rail.
I think I'm going to come to that.
It's
When
gonna be
is it?
fun.
Glitz Glam, I think is
Yeah, it's
What is
Glitz Glam,
Disco Dolly.
Lady O, Disco Dolly, D'Angelo, Grace Towers.
Oh, it's all disco?
The Cup
It's on
Club
Glam, it's
people
on the
or
Club
trio, they'll be here and everything. And
It's really fun.
What day?
Von Kiss
Friday.
is DJing.
Can we wear
Should be
roller
fun.
skates?
Oh, it's awesome! They come in like they'll all be like that whole group that I just said are helping like promote the night and everything like that, and most of them would be standing out front like before the night, so like you just see like they're all dressed up.
They do it up.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It's awesome. It's a really good time.
It is a really good time.
Cool. Yeah, Vince, anything?
Well, July 31st, I have a
July 31st. We're talking about this week, girl.
This week.
I have a wine dinner at Roost Chris and Del Mar with Frank Family Winery, which just won Winery of the Year in Napa Valley. So if you're interested in that, you can call Roost Chris Del Mar, and we'll see you there on July 31st.
Nice. Fabulous.
What are you doing on Saturday night, Ian? I'm very excited to hear this.
Saturday night is my final night at Martini's.
What are you going to do?
Are you working all night?
Well, I'm working on Saturday night. I scheduled an extra person just in case.
I want to go in and be like, can I see a manager?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be like there. No, so it'll be interesting. I think a lot of friends are going.
It'll be fun.
What? I don't know who's replacing me.
You're irreplaceable.
Okay. Yeah, but I am making they'll be fine. Like they'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
That's your payment for doing the show.
oh my god. But Sunday is sorry, you just guys got me all like. Sunday is actually the Young Professionals Council Leadership Academy, like our big like a big fundraiser we're just starting. It's at Wang's from 11 to 1. It's like a brunch. $40 goes to the center. All you can drink mimosas, and it's kind of our first one, so it should be big.
What time is it?
But I hope you're not hungry.
11 o'clock to 1. So it'll be good. Yes,
neat.
Aaron, I'm getting to that. Also, right now, online registration is up for AIDS Walk San Diego, and again, we had our first meeting tonight, which is fabulous. But you can register online at www.aidswalksd.org, and the fabulous He Said, She Said, They Said team, HSSS.TV, has our team for the second year in a row, right? Yeah, so we encourage everybody, including cast members, to join the team.
I'm in.
I do it every year.
I'll do it.
And
Although I'm usually done. I like walk as fast as the runners.
And I am excited to say that this year's AIDS Walk, we have a couple new little like team things where we give awards to the top team, like that raise the money and all that. And FYI, AIDS Walk goes to like more than one organization, like 10 plus organizations, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But we're giving awards, like fun awards this year for best team t-shirts, and then the most creative team. So like if your team dresses up in like 80s regalia, or if you have a team that dresses up in drag, like making it a fun event, we're giving awards for that, which is fabulous. I'm so excited.
I'm not dressing up.
Yeah.
I'll wear a t-shirt.
And then
Well, usually it's on there's a
well,
football
it's like
game.
7 o'clock in the morning too.
Yeah, but there's usually a football game for the past couple of years. There's always a Charger game on that Sunday, so I have to come do the walk and then head down the stadium.
Oh wow. So and
That's
next
how it's
week
gonna be
July
this year,
4th. Next week's July 4th, and we are here next Monday.
Nice.
Oh, so we're here next Monday. So we'll wish you a safe and happy 4th of July next week. But that's it. Where they said, thank you for watching. Mwah.